As an NFT collector, I want to know, is the NFT market over leveraged? Over 60,000 Ethereum is active collateral on Bored Apes and Mutant Apes alone. That's $75 million US. There are record loans per week being issued. You can see over here that there's the amount of unique lenders have risen sharply as well. One thing for sure is that NFTs have been pumping lately, but let's dive in to see kind of where all of this liquidity is coming from, and let's try to make a little bit of sense of it, because sometimes it's just one of these. I think the long and the short of it is as long as we don't see any liquidations and floor prices keep going up, specifically in the Yuga assets. We'll kind of go over here in just a little bit about what assets are being used for collateral, like what NFTs are. But I've done a previous video on this before where we've seen the floor price. This is when the Bored Apes went down to about 49 ETH. Man, we've seen some big liquidations on DAO. I can link that video up on the top up here, but let's take a look at an example here of a guy that did use this leverage and came out with 20 Ethereum, made 20 grand in a couple days, and owed 0.1 in interest. So we have Jamster here. He says, as the Euphoria, so Yugo Labs, continues, I decided to take a 50% loan to value loan on 2 of his Bored Apes, so for a total of 90 ETH. So he has 2 Bored Apes. He put them up for collateral. He got 45 each and took 90 ETH out. In less than 2 days, he flipped over 13 ETH in profits, realized, and the current Mutant Ape floor is 19.5 and have another 8 in profit that's unrealized. So look at 20 ETH, 20 plus ETH in that day, in 2 days. A little bit of cheers to that fella. Few things he learned as well. What did he say here? So basically playing low ball offers, left his emotions at the door, holding conviction in Bored Apes and spending a lot of time doing it. So yeah, that's one example. Listen, we go check out Blur. You can see basically all of these Yuga assets are right on top. Mutant Apes, Bored Ape Kennels. Bored Ape Kennels are 12 ETH. Oh, it's crazy, man. Here we go with NFT statistics saying that over the last week, there's been nearly 300 DAO loans issued against Bake. Bored Ape Yacht Club, he's got his link here. I can link this Twitter page in the comments below. So part of this, this Tyler did it. He's got a great thread here. I'm going to link this one as well. But he's basically saying why this matters, and it's quite interesting because it does matter. Leverage trading was a big driver of the crypto market meltdown. NFTs have been somewhat spared to date with far less financialization options, but that's coming. You got NFT perps out there. But these options are increasing, and December is creeping towards an all-time high for NFT lending in Ethereum. This chart here kind of shows the borrow volume USD weekly perp by platform. So you can kind of see it's been increasing for the last little bit. If I just switch my place over here, you can see all the different types. So this is DAO, which is the big one. NFTfi, which is growing. There's Pine Arcade, JPEG Drops, X2Y2. Yes, the marketplace X2Y2 does an NFT loan, 0% fee, a bunch of stuff in here. So they're jumping into it as well. Imagine this is going to be pretty common. People are going to get wrecked. Here's the should we be worried. It's basically saying Bored Apes specifically has rebounded quickly and safely prior from that DAO liquidation fears. The last spike in lending was in April ahead of the other side mint. We all know what happened after that. That was the end of it, of the bull run. So is the NFT over? It certainly seems that we're trending in that direction, that we're over leveraged and we'd likely get out, but there's some stuff here. But there's a big thing here too, is this NFT perp.xyz. So this is where you can long or short NFTs. It's still in private beta. I did apply for it. They did ask how much ETH you're going to put up for collateral, and probably not going to get accepted. So this is where we're going to see trading and leverage. I think we need to keep an eye on what's going on with this NFT perp here, making sure that we understand the volumes. NFT perps documents are actually pretty good. I might want to read through these just to kind of see what's going on here. I'm not going to go through it right now. But they did do $1.7 million in volume in longs and shorts in the last 24 hours. So Ward Ruddy Capital here, he works for Proof. Same as NFT Statistics. They do a bunch of analytics. So they have this. I'll link these documents as well. This is a deep dive into lending and borrowing. You go into it and I'll zoom in here. Let's get some. There's a ton of stuff. It's talking about all the peer-to-peer lending, which platforms have it, the advantages. Again, monthly loans on NFTfi. Like you can see from April that the loans have been around 2,000 loans a month. This is the big one, right? The NFTfi unique lenders has risen sharply. Like you can see it right here. It's doubled what it was previous months. That's a lot of lenders. So people are looking not to just buy NFTs, but they want to lend the money out so people can leverage buy. So on NFTfi, here we go. This is the thing we're talking about at the beginning of the video, is that Bored Ape Yacht Club has probably the most loans against it. And then Art Blocks, Mutant Ape, Yacht Club, Doodles, World of Women. And this is the big thing here. Around 99% of the loans against Bored Apes or CryptoPunks have made money for the lender, either because they were paid back or they were defaulted when the price floor of the NFT was above the principal. There's some P&Ls here as well. You can kind of see the Azukis down quite a bit on the P&L. Bored Apes, CryptoPunks, pretty good. They have a lot of statistics here. These guys do a lot of good work. You can see which ones paid back their loans and which ones had positive defaults. Percent of defaults where principal is below the floor. You can see Bored Ape, CryptoPunks all the way up there. ETH earned through defaults, assuming NFT floors. Interesting. Not a lot other than Bored Apes and CryptoPunks. Lending tends to work best in low volatility environments. Interesting. That's what we got. I'm going to leave it at that. If you guys appreciate the content, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. We're going to jump into a crypto market summary here right quick, and we'll just cover some of the metrics that are going on and what we see. So crypto market cap, this was at 6 a.m. There was a big economic event this morning. It was the non-farm payrolls. I believe it came just above average, or the consensus, I guess it was. It didn't create a whole bunch. I think it dropped the bonds yield rates a little bit here, but kind of a boring response. But we're at 2 billion up from yesterday. Shitcoin volumes we're looking at here, 2.5 million on ETH, 3.8 on BNB. So down from yesterday. Yesterday was a big day. We had 13, 14 million-ish. Yeah, 13 million in just new pair volume. Marketplace volume, man. The NFT marketplace is, like I said, it's boom time. And the new meta is all this leverage. It's all this leverage, man. We're at $47 million in trades just today. There's some big liquidity events. So you're going to see the Blur airdrop. You see Captains is coming out. There was one other one. You got all these... this leveraging coming into the system. Oh, the ApeCoin staking. These are just catering to whales, right? And it's working. Commodity prices, flat. Natural gas prices coming down. Oil price kind of staying down as well. Bond yield rates, those look like they went higher, but if we actually went into, say, the 4 hour, you can see here, this is when they announced that non-farm payrolls. We did do a big drop here, so that did come down on the interest rates. And floor prices here for NFTs, like we are seeing 303, man. That index is friggin' steadily rising. Remember back here when it was like 240, man? 220. That's painful. I really wanted to buy a mutant, but I had to wait to the new year, and that was a dumb decision. Mutant's flying, man. Bored Ape ecosystem is flying. Look at these. The kennels are 12 ETH. Those were like 4 ETH, man. That's insane. Goblin Town took a big turn up as well. Rug Radio's at 0.63. They were at like 0.73 yesterday. Rec Guy came down a fair amount. Ether Orcs sitting down. I don't know why those guys aren't pumping. Feel like they might. Anyways, that's what we're looking at today. Hope you guys appreciate the content. Have a great day.